Well, hey folks, Species7 here. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Calmlands. So they say. Do hope everybody is doing absolutely wonderful here today as we jump back into Farm Sim at 22. So, I've been informed it's April the 19th is when the precision farming mod comes out. Now, unfortunately, a little bit late for our needs, because that's the sort of thing you'd want to go out and, you know, have determine where you're going to put your farm. You know, well, the fields at any rate. As opposed to, you know, if you've already put your field there and you go over it with that thing and it tells you, well, yeah, you know, it's not a very good area. You're kind of stuck with it, aren't you? You know, it's not, you're going to go, oh, well, I just won't plant here anymore. Here, let me make a brand new field. Yeah. I don't think so. So, nice that it's coming out. I do, oops, jeez. There's something a little off with the turning on this thing, this tractor. It, for some reason, seems to just love all of a sudden canting off at 90 degrees like it was being dragged around by its tail. But it doesn't seem to have a tail, so that puzzles me. But at any rate, I do hope everybody is doing well, having themselves a wonderful day. And if you haven't subscribed yet, or you are new to the channel, maybe consider, after you give the video a watch, if you like the content, throwing a subscription down. And even, though I hate to mention it, maybe even hit the like button. Yes. So, quite the change here, I must say, between yesterday and today as far as weather goes here on the beautiful Sunshine Coast. Oh, I don't know what Dexter's doing now. We are definitely not on the sunshine part of the coast at the moment, I'll tell you. Yesterday it was absolutely gorgeous. It was sunny. It was, well, I mean, warm for this time of year. I think it hit 11 Celsius. Went out, did an hour-long scoot, and yeah, it was a nice day. I had to go to the post office this morning. It's freaking freezing. Ice cold, rainy, just yeehaw. So, quite the change. Quite the change. Oh, we are, by the way, to kind of drag the topic back here to what we're doing. I'm seeding canola. Yes. As I said last episode, I figured we would do this field with it, in hopes of getting a little bit larger harvest this time. So we'll get this guy done, and then I think we're going to be, well, we'll have to do the rolling and all that happy, joy stuff. But beyond that, I think we're going to be pretty much done with the whole August thing. Because I don't want to forget that we need to put some grain crops in for spring harvest. Well, spring. You don't really get a spring harvest here. Wow. What are you doing out there, buddy? He's having a great time. I don't know what he's doing, but it sounds like he's getting into trouble. I don't know. These cats, I tell ya. Yeah, just about managed to crash my scooter yesterday. So, going through a parking lot, and where it meets the driveway that leads into the parking lot, there's a little bit of a divot and a ditch and that sort of thing. I mean, nothing big. It's like a foot across and, you know, a half-inch deep. But it is on pavement, so it has quite a sharp edge to it. And, alright, I'm not going to be able to turn this around if I don't do it really sharp. So we'll have to back this guy in. But I went to pop the front wheel up a little bit, just so I wouldn't have that, you know, thunk as he hit the sharp edges of the piece. And, well, things got a little more torque than... It was a little warmer yesterday, so it's not only getting higher speeds, but more torque, because, well, batteries don't function that well when the things are icy cold. And ever since I installed the, ever since I installed the upgrade... Thank you. It's been really cold. So I've only tested it, and like, I think the warmest day I got to go out was like 6 degrees Celsius or something. But, yeah, I went to pop the front wheel up and stood the scooter pretty much straight up and down. So, yeah, went from a little wheelie to a circus stunt in, yeah. Almost lost it, but managed to get it settled back down and still pointed in the right direction, more or less. So, yeah. But other than that, yeah, an exciting time was had by all. Yeah, I was easily topping at 45 kilometer plus. So, and again, when you're standing, you know, upright 3 inches off the ground, that's pretty quick. Might not seem fast in a car, but oh, don't tell anybody. Yeah, I knew it. I tried not to knock them over. Honest, I did. I know, doesn't sound like me, but yeah, there we go. Alright, now I think we are far enough along that I'll set up our next row here, but then I'm going to quickly pop over to the other tractor. And we will grab ourselves the roller, bring it down here, and then we can hire some local from the farm labor pool and see how it goes. So, the John Deere. Nah, it's not the right one, but it's close enough. Now, can I get in on this side? There we are. No. There we are. How are you doing? Maintenance pretty good. Diesel, you're alright. Not exactly topped up, but then again, not really a big worry at this point either. Certainly enough fuel to do this job and then some. Ooh, those grapes are starting to look pretty grapey. Alright. Now this thing's a lot bigger than us, so hopefully I'm far enough along that we can stay ahead of it. Hopefully. It's a little over generous, isn't it? I'd rather be a little under than a little over. So let's try about here instead. There we are. Dexter, get out of that. Hey! I just brought a new bag of cat food home from the store. He's trying to pull it out of the cupboard and open it. I can't see him, but I can hear him. And it's quite plain from the noises that that's what he's doing. He tried earlier, too, and I gave him heck. A little bugger. Shouldn't be hungry. They just had breakfast a couple hours ago. I tell you, he's such a boy. There you are, fella. Crocaw! That thing just about flew up me nose. Little crocaine. Okay. And, on you go, dude. I mean, we don't do a bad speed in this thing. 25k is actually really quick. Okay. We're doing a better speed than that thing. Interesting. I think I had them reversed before, because man, that guy was catching up quick. Of course, he's going to have some futzing about, because once he gets up by those trees in front of the shop, he's going to get all kinds of confused. So he'll either do the multi-backup and 68-point turn system, or he'll choose the other method, which I like even less, which is simply, well, I'll just stop 20 feet short and pretend it's good. Yeah. I repainted all my window frames yesterday. The one side of... Come on. The one side of my house never gets any sunlight. It comes close, real close, but it doesn't do it. And so that, coupled with the fact that this building is so old, I actually have single pane glass in all my windows. The condensation amounts to basically tiny rivers running down the inside. Now, I do wipe this off every day, but it unfortunately allows the growth of black mold to get right out of control. And by the end of the winter, like I wipe that off every day too, but by the end of the winter it's basically eating right into the paint. So, yeah. I cleaned it all off and then did, as I do every couple of years, repainted the entire inside of my window frames. So, yeah. And of course they're the ones that have separate panes of glass inside each frame, divided by, you know, little wooden bits. So, it was a lot of painting. But it came out alright. It always does. It's not like painting is difficult, so you kind of expect it to come out alright. Yeah. And then I put up new curtains, because the old ones have been there for 5 or 6 years, and they've sort of reached a point where they're not terribly washable anymore. They're starting to get kind of stiff from the winter of being damp all the time, and then drying, and then the summer of being just about cooked right off the curtain rods. So it was time to replace those. Thank goodness for Amazon and their cheap stuff. The curtains I originally bought there, I bought for a living room in an apartment I lived on in Chilliwack, and they were $49 a panel, and I had to buy 3 of them. So basically $150 for curtains. I just replaced them with the same size panels for less than $30. Complete. Yeah. Quite a difference. And here we are, last row. Which, once again, I forget to lock it in. Try again. And here we are, last row. Okay. Alright, not bad. Not too bad. Okay. And turn off the Jeepus, and away we go. Let's head back down to the farm. Oh, actually the cedar gets stored up by the cow barn. Should we do the jump? No. I don't think so, not dragging the cedar behind us anyway. Alright, so this field and that field. Yeah, I'm gonna reserve though. Oh, but we've got another, don't we? Let's have a look at our thing here. When can I plant oats, for instance? Ah, I can still plant oats. No, that's harvest, dopey. You plant them... Oh, okay, so I can plant these in March, eh? Alright, so I'm going to save one field for oats and the other 2 fields for barley, because I can plant, yeah, in September we can plant those. Alright. Good enough. So 1 for barley, 1 for oats. And 1 field of canola is more than enough. I should probably actually park it inside. Alright. Okay, I want to check. How are you guys doing? Ooh, you're almost out of water. Okay. Well, there's a thing to do then. Oh. I actually want to check what our donut factory needs, whether I should be taking honey. Here, let's actually pop this in here. There we go. Yeah, I want to know if the donut factory actually takes that. So, let's have a look. Mini BGA, oil mill, carpentry. Oh, will it only list... Here we are, donuts. Flour, sugar, and eggs. Okay. So none of those. Doesn't require honey or strawberries. Okay. It's too bad. They're pretty freaking boring donuts, man. But as I said, we could actually use a little bit of water down here. So, let's go grab our truckin'. These guys are doing well. When do they harvest sugar beets? By the way, sugar beets, here we go. Oh, from the last week of July right through September. So they should be coming pretty soon. Nice. Now, of course, we're going to have to lease equipment for that. But that's alright, because if all else fails, we can just take a drive down to our planking shop, grab a load, and sell them. And that would get us enough to lease pretty much any equipment, piece of equipment that we need, I think. For the moment, let's do this. And that's pretty good, because this is the first time we will have filled these since we started the game. Well, I mean, we obviously filled them right at the start. Am I close enough? I am. Ha ha ha. Click. Okay. But yeah, other than the initial fill, they've just been working off of what we had. So, let's get up here to the tank. It is close enough. Good stuff. Let's have a sip of our coffee while it's still warm-ish. Wow. You guys using a teaspoon to fill it or what? Come on. No patience. Hopefully it keeps filling. Oh, it must be. Our money's going down. 300 eggs. Really? I expected more. And how are you guys doing? Alrighty. Wow, this is slow. Come on. Wee. How's our hired worker doing? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Thank you very much. $1,800 for water. Man, it's a good thing we make money off those strawberries. $1,800 for water? It's water. Oh. Well, that was unfortunate. Well, it's okay. Might have scratched the paint, but to be honest with you, as long as they keep making the paint on this map out of gold flakes or whatever the heck they're doing to make it worth thousands, we won't be painting anything. Yeah, wow. I mean, I know painting a vehicle is expensive, but come on. 40K to paint a tractor, you better be putting a custom mural on it, you know what I'm saying? Like, there better be half-naked barbarian women riding unicorns with wings or something, because, boy, oh boy. And why is that like that? And what I'm talking about is this windrower. That looks like it was put in here by a duck. Pretty sure I don't have the hired workers doing this, so it must have been me. Let's see if we can do a little bit better job. There we are. I must have hit it with something. No? Maybe I just can't park it. Oh, come on, don't you do that. Almost. There we go. Jeez. This thing just will not cooperate. Good enough. Holy cow. Talk about a lot of work for not a lot of gain. Alright, let's get back to whatever it was we were doing. Surely it must be full of water by now. I mean, come on. Yeah, okay. Didn't take that long to fill the digestate. Just knocked another sign over, didn't I? There we go. Ugh. Can't get out. Holy, how much water are you gonna take? I thought they only held like 10,000 liters. Apparently I was wrong. Oh wow. We'll take more than that, I guess. It doesn't actually show a fill line like a lot of them do. Alright, do your thing. I want to go and make a wee adjustment in our storage facility here. Because I think, well, not this episode, because we're pretty much to the end. But I think next episode we may end up moving a little of this stuff. So, oh come on. I wouldn't mind so much if there was some consistency to when and how that happens, you know? So if nothing else, you could either try and avoid it or make use of it. Oh, that's going to make it nice, isn't it? So I figure... Oh, see, not even one step. So just freaking stop. Thank you. There, now when we put the trailer to it, because those ones have been sitting up there for the last, I think, 2 or 3 times we've loaded the trailer. Just because they're in kind of an awkward spot. Alright. Let's... Almost. Here we are. Another $2,000 worth of water? That's okay. Produces 5 times that in strawberries, I'm sure. So we're gonna do it. They're not loud, the brakes are. They're not impressively good. Not at all. Not at all. Alright. Fill your boots, or whatever it is you're filling. Because this guy... Alrighty, sorry about that, guys. That was the, Posty dropping off a free sample from Amazon. A macaroni and cheese stuff. Yummy. And looking at the specs on it, I can actually eat it. Which is even yummier. Alright, let's go over to the other one. Of course, it had to happen within seconds of the end of the episode here. He should be done unloading his water now. There we go. And then we can just fill it with the rest of those. But we are, in fact, as I said, pretty much at the end of the episode. So, I do hope everybody enjoyed. We managed to get a few things done today. Got a field seeded. Got a few things topped up here. So, yeah, not bad. Hope... Whoa! Yeah. Not only broke 14 jars of honey, but managed to destroy 3 tires. Okay. And with that, do take care of each other, folks. Remember to hit that like button on your way out if you enjoyed the content. Until next time, take care of each other. And ciao for now.